my name is Justine. I'm with AIM Transportation Solutions, and I'm here today with a very special guest. We have AIM's Vice President of Human Resources, Patty Durkin, with us. Patty's here to talk to us a little bit about how her position at AIM and her career has evolved over the years. This is part of an initiative that AIM is holding to celebrate some of our women in leadership for Women's History Month. Hi, Patty. Thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you, Jess. This was a great idea. Thank you very much for putting this initiative out there.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. So if you don't mind, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions just to get a feel for how you've gotten into your position in leadership within the transportation industry.
Okay.
So how many years have you worked for AIM?
I've been here 15 now.
15. That is quite the tenure. So can you tell us what is your favorite thing about being part of the AIM team?
Just pretty much everything. I like the family atmosphere, and I'm sure a lot of people at AIM would say the same thing, but they are so open to so many different ideas, and the flexibility that they give our customers just makes my personal growth good. You know what I mean? So that's how really I've been able to evolve. But they're very community oriented. And so with that, like, we're so respected in the community, but that's given me opportunity. So we do a lot with United Way, and we've adopted a school. I'm on the board of United Way. So we get to do things, with that school, like read to students. Well, students read to us, and it helps them grow. We usually take on a second initiative, and like a second harvest. We've done a lot of work with. And it's those kind of things. It's business growth and personal growth. So when I started, we had 300 people in, just a small department, and now we're about 1,100 employees. So I think that's what I like. They put out the opportunity, and you get to grow with them.
I couldn't agree more. And I think it's kind of the holistic approach of the ownership group, where it's, the treatment of customers, the treatment of employees, and the interactive nature with the community is just all about doing better. And I think that's kind of perfectly what you explained. So I'm in full agreement with you. What challenges do you face working as a female leader in the transportation industry?
I really don't see a lot of challenges. Back in the day, I used to always say travel was, because I really, the guys really weren't much of a problem, but I always felt unusual, different with the spouses. You spend a lot of time on the road sometimes, and a lot of weekends, because that's when our drivers and mechanics are home or not working. We had a lot of, new business. So I always felt that was. But honestly, I look at this in two ways too. As a human resource person and a female, I get to see a little bit more. So we're always working on diversity and inclusion. So I don't see it a lot. And then there's several of us. I started as a manager, and a lot of people have been here. Like, I've been here 15 years. When I go out with the executive team, they've all been here a lot longer than I have. And so it was a great opportunity to make HR a core competency. And so I was promoted to vice president. And then, there's a director of HR, there's a director of recruiting, there's a director of marketing. Just going back to what you were saying, I remember when you came in to interview, and then look, you got your education, and you work hard at what you do. I think the other thing too, I was raised with 6 brothers, and my last company was a tire industry. So again, it was male dominated. So I don't see it as a lot of issue, to be honest with you.
And I think the same, and definitely seeing the growth from your department in the time I've been here is an inspiration to me as a female employee of AIM, because you've definitely done a fantastic job of steering the ship. So
thank you.
Has there been anyone who has been of particular inspiration to you in your career?
Um, Not specifically. Like I came out of vocational school. So I was in like Secretaries Association back in the day. And then, now it's Society of Human Resource Management. So there's so many females, in this arena. And I'm very proud of that and very proud of my career. So, as a human resource person. But there's just so many people that have influenced me, family and education. I've been very, very lucky. I mean, including the Flemings. I've been very, very lucky when it goes to that. But I think one of the things that inspires me a lot continues is these young business women, or not even business women that are starting these new businesses, these small businesses. And I've been involved with several of them, and that to me is inspiring. That they choose these good ideas and they stick with it. And some of them are like online fashion auction things, and they're local. And I'm very proud, and I let them know that this Crew Fashion, she does hers, and it's not on body imaging. That's very inspirational. So I think it's come at me a lot. I had a sister-in-law that was in politics, and at Youngstown politics, that's a very tough thing to do. Great inspiration.
Absolutely. And it's, definitely cool to see some of that innovation with females that has even happened within AIM, and just, the younger women generation of women bringing their innovation, their new ideas to the table has definitely been something I think that has been seen at AIM as well. So,
Well, you know what, you hit on another one business wise too. The vendors that we work with, we have great vendors that we work with, and that's led me to a lot of speaking engagements. Women in transportation, being up for the Athena Award. That's all because of AIM. It's you want to be inspired by women. Any one of those Athena Award programs is absolutely incredible. It makes you feel like, how do they have the time to do this? You're up for the nomination, so you did something. But amazing, totally amazing women.
So the transportation industry can sometimes be a little bit misrepresented as being a male dominant or male centric industry. What's some advice that you would give to young women out there who are considering taking a job or pursuing a career in the transportation industry?
Yeah, I would just say, choose the right company. The industry itself does not really do that to you particularly. The tire industry was a little bit stranger years ago, and it was probably the years that I've been here 15 years. So, but that was a little bit stranger, and I think a little bit more male centric. And they couldn't believe that you were never in the rubber industry and you just started. But I would say just be proud of what you do, work hard, gain the respect, give respect. And if it's not good for you, you've chosen the wrong company. Here, you and I are attesting. I mean, there are good companies that don't make you feel like that. And you could do good if you know your job.
Absolutely. So, all right. Well, is there anything else that you would like to add, Patty?
I don't think so. I'm glad always to talk as a woman. I'm very proud as an employee of AIM. Always glad to talk about women. But I think your last question was key. What would you tell other people? And I would say truly find the right company, because there's so many good places. And I don't go to work saying I have to go to work. I say I want to go to work.
Same. So I think that we did get lucky in the industry that we definitely work for a good one. So thank you very much for your time today. And thank you for personally being an inspiring woman for me in the transportation industry and at AIM. So thank you and have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Jess. I appreciate that. I really do.